I was just sitting here reflecting on my life, and one thing that I've always noticed is that I always created my own karma because I always did the same shit and I always settled for the same thing. And I could see, the thing about it is with me, I could see the red flags and I could see what it is. And a lot of times it's either I was in a vulnerable stage or I have this way about me where I overlook the red flags because I always seek the hope and the faith in people. And I saw it there and I always override it. And one thing that I learned that throughout my relationships, throughout my friendships, and throughout the things that I have experienced in life, in the back of my mind, it always let me know that this is not it. And I always say to my mind, no, I got this. And I always fuck myself. And my mind always end up being right. And one thing that I learned not only about me, but when I hear other people talk, they make it seem like life gives you karma when actually we do it to ourselves because we don't realize our self-worth. We always indulge in people, places, and things that feed into our lower selves. When if we start to really look within ourselves and reach for our higher self, we are going to indulge in people, places, and things that indulge in our higher self. And all of my romantic relationships, all of my jobs, all of the things that I've ever indulged in, it always catch me at my lowest self. And then when you realize that you are reaching for your higher self, when you are trying to indulge in things that basically fulfills your higher self, you're going to realize that your standards are going to change. The way you talk is going to change. The people, places, and things that you're going to want to indulge in and want to go and want to experience is going to change. And then you're going to notice that the more about you that changes with your higher self is going to start eliminating people, places, and things to where as though when you are at your peak of your higher self, you're going to realize there's hardly no one there. You know, it's and the thing that you want to go that indulge and bring you that joy of the peak that you are at in life right now is so far away. Until when you get to that peak of where you want to be in life of your higher self, you're going to realize that you are always going to be alone. And then when you look back at your lower self and the people that was in your life, sometimes we tend to look back and we actually pick up some of the people that we left behind because we get lonely sometimes. And then when we pick those people up, it's like they still bringing the same nonsense that you just got away from. So word of advice to myself as well as anybody that is watching this video, no matter how old you is, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years old, there is no age in this reality. There is no number in this reality. Time really do not exist. So don't feel as though that life is too late for you to learn, that life is too late for you to grow, that life is too late for you to make a change. And I feel like being 41 years old at this time in my life, and it's about to be 42 if I live to see it, I have learned so much in my life, and I have indulged in things in my life that I am ready to put my best work forward. I am not no longer picking up pieces that I had already dropped. I am looking forward, and anything that comes to me, I am going to analyze it. I'm going to use my mind. I'm going to use my discernment. And if it don't benefit me from the beginning, it is no longer going to be there at all. I'm not no longer giving the benefit of the doubt. I am no longer having faith and hope in people. If you show me who you are, then I know that's who you are. If I go to that place and I see that it's not for me, I am leaving. Because at this point in my life, there is no room for nonsense. There is no room for me to keep forgiving. Because every time when I forgive, when I give people the benefit of the doubt, when I do certain things, I get fucked. And I am tired. I am very tired of being fucked. Because getting fucked without your permission it hurts. You know what I'm saying? And let me get fucked when I want to. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, I have learned a lot of great lessons in my 41 years of living. And one thing that I have learned at being 41 is that I don't want to be 42 years old and still doing the same dumbass shit and still creating the same karma for myself when I have already learned, because I have seen it, I have heard it, and I have been through it. Now that I am about to indulge in a new year with new possibilities, new situations, I am ready to use my mind, use that eye, use that discernment. I am ready to use what my Creator gave me, and I am ready to use that at the most full potential capacity power that it has. I am about to use the fuck out of my mind. I am about to use the fuck out of my discernment. I am about to use everything that my Creator, my source gave me, because it was given to me for a reason. And if I don't use it now, I will never use it. Because if I don't use it now, it is going to dwindle and die. And I am going to live a life of regret. I am going to live a life of sorrow. I am going to live a life of hurtfulness when I knew that I could have learned. Because this life is basically a learning opportunity for you to learn. It's only a learning opportunity. When you participate to live this life experience, you are living an experience. You are learning. So you are going to learn to the day you die. Because the day you die, you are learning to see what life really is. So even at your death, you are still learning, because you are learning that you are really dead and you are about to seek life. And at this point, I am ready to seek life in the death that I am in. Because right now, I am aware that I am dead right now. So the fact that I am fully aware that I am dead right now, I want to seek the life in my death. So when I finally close my eyes to the very end, I am going to not only live my life at the full potential, but at my death, when I knew that I was dead, I actually wanted to see what my life was all about. And now that I am going to close my eyes and never wake up in this body again, I want to indulge in that life that I was seeking when my eyes was open. I don't want to be living in this life and my eyes is fully closed and I'm still living in death, because then you're going to always be dead. I am going to seek my highest life now while I am dead. So when I finally close these eyes and they never open up again in this life, I am going to finally be in that life that I was seeking while I was in my death. And I just wanted to relay this message to anybody that is going through anything in life. If you're going through a bad relationship that you don't know what to do, if you feel as though you need to let it go, let that shit go. If you feel like you're going through a situation in your life, whether it's your job, whether it's friendships, whether it's relationship, the things that you're doing in your life that you feel as though you need to change, it's never too late to change. I don't give a damn how old you are. I don't give a damn of where you at in life. It is never too late to change. It's never too late. It's never too late to want more for yourself. And if it means that you gotta be lonely, shit, be lonely. Because remember, all your lonely days is not going to outweigh your happiness. You can be lonely for 30 years, but remember, your eternal life is forever. So 30 years compared to eternal life is nothing. So yes, I am lonely. I am a very lonely woman. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I am a very lonely woman. I am lonely. But I do realize that me being 41 years old and being lonely, I got a whole lifetime of nothing but joy and happiness that awakes me. And the fact that I am lonely, I am no longer going to settle any fucking more. I'm not doing it for nobody, because I got too much life ahead of me.